The dollar store challenge, our version.
We've arrived at our new location.
With a tenner at Billy's.
Discount store. We're gonna buy a load of crap for a tenner and we got 5 minutes to do it.
Let's go. Keep it up.
Smooth gefixt houden.
Take care about nature. Winner can choose. Rock, paper, scissors.
I win, yes. Okay. Yeah.
What do you do? You go first. I go first. Okay.
Nervous.
Go.
Flashlights. Do they have batteries? I want batteries. Cutting tool, most important thing. What's this? Lot of crap. Anything I don't. Tires, is that handy? Get this anyway. Cordage. Not useful. Here, cutting knife, maybe. Yes, I like that more. Is there anything else? Maybe a pan, a pot? Just, I need something. A copper. A copper. Garden sack. Something to eat.
Which one is the pink back for lunch? White or black?
Coffee.
No. Yeah. How you doing?
It's done. We got a knife. Garden sacks and a flashlight. Now how much do I got left now?
$6.97.
I can't buy it. It's only those. The coffee goes back.
No food, no?
Yeah, it's too bad.
You're going to be very hungry.
And there are batteries in it, yes!
Yeah, $8.96.
This would have been handy too, wouldn't it be? Too late now.
It would. Yeah.
Thank you, thanks a million.
Right.
Ready? 1, 2, 3, go!
It's expensive. Okay, I'm done, I think.
Okay, 1 minute and 20 seconds left. 10:45.
You're cheap.
No.
That's cheap.
Your family come back.
Yeah, we'll do it. Thank you very much.
I don't know.
On location.
Here we are.
First episode of the new summer season, as you can tell.
In Ireland, yes.
Yeah, and what
Things
they
are
would
soaking in the summer.
It's a bad day for us, is what they would say over here. We're at a unique location And there's nothing here but rocks.
Yes.
And we chose this location because...
Premium survival area.
Exactly, you really have to make do with what you're bringing.
Would have been all cool unless the shopping wasn't that stressful. Yeah, then here comes my special item. Right. I'm so proud of it. It's a flashlight. Spent €3 on a freaking flashlight.
Oh, nearly half the budget gone on that.
But it worked.
Are you going? Okay.
I will be running into you in the night. We can get the advantage.
A storm lighter.
I would love to have a lighter though.
And then we have a bunch of camera gear, and I brought dog food and a dog leash.
Yes.
You know, in case.
Camera gear.
We still have to walk another way, so we could walk the first bit together.
Yes, and then we split up.
We go to the
and we
top.
meet tomorrow morning here. I'm looking forward to it. You're already winning, as it looks like. Okay. But you know, in the night I get the advantage, man.
It's crazy, man.
Things are bad.
Hole in the wall?
This thing,
Like the oven? No?
Huh?
Like the fireplace? No?
Oh, it's closed on the top.
There are more of them.
Yeah. Shelves.
Okay, we split up. Good luck, man.
Yeah.
What time is it now?
It's now round 2.
Round 2 already. Yeah, pick that up. Okay, chala, let's go. Looks like we're heading the same direction for now. We both want to go downhill, obviously, because downhill is where the resources hopefully will be. Let's make some pace. Like always, people are missing. I found myself a bottle.
Ay, ay, ay. Living out of a bin bag. I have one bin bag that I'm saving for short of dry tinder. All this stuff ain't too bad. Nice. It's a good find.
We are onto something that looks quite civilized to me. Well, civilization is of course maybe what you don't want to see. You want us to see in the middle of nowhere, nothing around, but that's not the reality in Western Europe. No, 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 no. We're onto something. There's a little road there and forest. I feel a lot better here already. Oh yeah. Sorry, the lens is very wet. Everything is wet, soaking. I'll clean it in a minute. I'm thinking survival, so then I'll be thinking about a road. Yes. What I need is some foil. Yes, I'll tell you later for what. Now, I'd be as happy to get it as not to get it, because if I don't get it, it means people won't be messing around here. But usually people are messing around, so in that case I'm happy to be able to make a fire. We have to continue. Now, do I need this plastic? It would be a easy scavenge, but a bit lame. don't you think? I have my garbage bins. Guess we do it without it. Yes. First look for the foil, huh? Yeah, I'll be walking on the road, borrowing stuff. Now this is what I need. People are messing indeed. Bit of aluminium foil. Following this river, and it brought me to some kind of village. But it turns out I lost my wind coffer on the way. It sucks.
She's in between those hazel bushes. Looks pretty good, isn't it? Well protected in here. What do you think, Jaeger? Unfortunately, we experienced some microphone struggles. I'll explain you a little bit what I was doing for the rest of the afternoon, and tell you a bit on why and how and what what I'm at. Actions say more than words anyway, so I'm sure you guys understand most of it.
Gee, such a waste of energy. Been walking for a couple of miles up. Guess what? Here it is. The dead cat. So, better sound? Hopefully. Okay, let's get things going, you guys. Get things going.
Get things going is right. For me it meant starting the fire, drying my clothes, and really work on my shelter location. Improve it a bit, make a little bit of a waterproof spot, and you know, camp out. This also meant opening my items up and seeing what they were made from, what they can do. And check out how much of the packaging I could use too. I decided to use the paper to help start the fire. I did gather a bit of tinder, but just to be sure I said I'd chance the paper first. I also discovered that my lighter was an absolute piece of crap. I was lucky that it was actually working.
Better. The sky's clear and I need some water. Okay, it's civilization, but this is the coast here, so it has its benefits too, hopefully.
And of course we all know, once the fire is on, it's a huge morale boost. Really nice to dry up and to get warm and kind of evaluate what to do from there. But really it's like a milestone, you know. You're really, after that, you know, you're like, oh yeah, this is grand, we can do this, no problems.
Guess what? We're settling down and it just starts to rain again. I think this doesn't look too shabby. The wind is coming from that direction, so we got a nice cover here, hawthorn. Turns out we're in someone's meadow, but oh well, for the sake of survival, let's get things going. After all, guess what's in this bag? I took it. I didn't want to, but after all I decided to go back and get it. It's the piece of plastic we saw on the roadside. People messing it around. So I took it. Yes. Okay. Yeah, what's now the priority? I guess make a fire, huh? Make a fire. Here underneath there's still some pretty dry stuff. I like that. Very thorny bits though. Very thorny bits.
For me, it was time to start using my knife and start making this shelter. I had my bin bags and my cordage, and I wanted to make a, like a nice waterproof shelter. Using the knife was gonna be tricky because I knew that it wouldn't, withstand a hell of a lot of force. But luckily, I had all the small hazel shoots that weren't too large in diameter and are kind of handy to work with.
Let's do.
See that, guys? That's why a cheap knife is not a good knife. All the rivets are coming apart. Horrible. Absolutely horrible. Why don't you even make stuff like this?
Yes. So we start with the fire. Would be a huge moral boost. We'll make the base here somewhere. We need to gather a lot more wood, and wood is very scarce out here. Oh man, I'm soaking wet still. Here, gather the finer twigs. Leave them dry for a bit. Over here. And there are the midges. Oh no, the midges, the midges. I guess I'm using a bit of paper from the packaging. Stupid utility knives. Freaking disposable articles. What a mess. What a mess. Really, the midges, they are back. Yeah, I know now it's midges and not midgets, of course. Now, making this fire is gonna be the tricky part. Because, Dylan has his lighter. I don't have a lighter. No. Hey, here's my carving knife. Look at that. It's a carving knife. How would this be a carving knife? Is it sharp out of the box? Crap. Budget Gefixt. If I'm stretching in my hair, it's the midges. Now, these utility knives are actually quite handy in a way, because I don't have to make a sheet to put them in. I can just put them in my pocket. Yes, so how are we gonna make the fire? Well, I have my flashlight. Look at this now, the flashlight. I'm gonna use the battery of this with my forehead. Bunch of rubbish, you might say, but it could be useful. It could be useful. What a mess. What a mess. People messing around. Now, I've never done this before now. Disgusting. There's still food remainings left here. Clean this up a bit. Make it a nice working bench. Look at my carving knife. Oh. Mighty work. Okay, working bench. Okay, I'm gonna use my utility knife. Cut out a nice shape here. Now this should make a fire. I think it's too thin, too long. Well, we just give it a try, I suppose. Now here we have the flashlight. Now see what's inside. We got 3 AAA batteries. AAA. The outer ends, they are a lot broader. And the inner part is very small, so the energy should ignite in the middle. I have a little bit of dry grass here. Okay, let's see how this goes. Never done this before, so I didn't. Doesn't looks like a lot is happening. That is too bad. That is too bad. Now what's wrong here?
Alright guys, let's see. Let's see if the knife does any better at carving. I have 4 sticks. I'm going to make a frame. Let's get 2 big ones really quickly. Bin bags. That comes to about my waist. So 2 bin bags will cover me. Pretty much the whole length of it. Now I need my cordage. See how many pounds of strength that has. Oh Jesus Christ. Not a lot. Look at this. Oh my god. What is it made from? I burnt. I burned the paper. I don't want to over tighten this at all. I'd rather have it loose than break. Fairly protected by the wind anyway, so it'll just be for rain if it comes. Actually cleared up a lot, which is nice. That's one done. Isn't it beautiful? Do the same on the other side. Alright, so I got 2 or 1 long one, 2 short ones. Alright, I'm gonna put another long one across that way, and then that's going to create my cover. Quick little update on the carving knife. Definitely not good. Lost one of the rivets, but that was to be expected. Also update on the shelter. Rather than, you know, trying to tie down the corners of the bin bags, I said I'd cut the bottom out so you have some sort of sleeve, and then, you know, suspend them on bits of string. I think like that, you know, it was like the most plastic, least amount of work, and the most efficient. So we're gonna try that out here and see what happens.
I hope this does something. It's from a cigarette package. Why is there nothing happening? At least this works still. Okay, this should be the shape. But yeah, then it better be working, you know? Is it only working with a AA battery and not a AAA? I don't know.
There's the start of my bin bag shelter. I have to say it's a little bit flimsy, but it should definitely stop the rain. And they're overlapping a small bit. So the bottom one finishes up there, top one ends up there. I'll put another row up there, so I'll have 3 rows, so that's 6 bin bags. I have a good few left after that. It's a lot of fiddling around and a lot of aligning all the stuff, but I'd say it might work. Starting to look like home, guys. I tied the frame off to the trees, put some rocks to keep it down. There's a bit of a gap on the bottom. I'm gonna have to fill that up with moss and stuff. Stop the draft going through. Fire's still going. It's very flimsy. If it rains very, very heavily, I'm not sure will it last. If the wind starts picking up, I'm not sure will it last, but for the moment it seems to be just perfect. Alright guys, it's the back of it covered. Put some moss on the inside. I have 2 bin bags left. 2. Plus the one I came with my stuff in it. Plus one with dry tinder in it. I think I'll put the 2 spare ones on the ground and sit on that. The weather seems to be picking up a good bit, so I'm gonna go out and get some water and show you guys the area, because it was foggy earlier but it's clear now, so it should be very beautiful. Got the big log on the fire. Hopefully it won't be out when I'm back. I'm gonna bring you out the back door now and then we get some water. Look at that. Damn. My campfire up there. You hardly notice it, which is nice. This is the sea.
Why is this not working?
Looks like I'm in a bit of trouble. Check out part 2 coming up next week and see how we will make it through the night. Thanks a lot for the support to the channel and your comments. Stay tuned, subscribe, and see you on the next one.